Tommy Retro here again with a kitchen update video. So as you can see, we moved the refrigerator back in place, protected the floor with some masonite while we're doing other things in here so we don't scratch up the floor. Installed trim and the drapes around the patio door here. Toe kick is on the kitchen cabinets. So that came out pretty nice. Hindsight 2020, you've got to put the toe kick on the cabinets before the flooring. I kind of realized that, and then I had to cut out a bunch of the flooring with a utility knife. Custom cut a panel, or a cover panel for the hole for the tub access to the kitchen. So I'll just use a piece of masonite there, notched it for the gas line. We had to move the gas line because before there was a built-in range to the old countertop, so it came up kind of like in the middle of the floor. So we had to reconfigure that, bring the piping up through the tub access, and then it'll be out of the way and it'll fit in there really nice. But I want to do a quick video here because we've been, and I'll do another video that kind of shows everything we did here, but added a bunch of outlets. This kitchen originally only had these two outlets over here, and added these. So these two quads with GFI, and the phone was there but cleaned it up. This was single switch to turn on the overhead light, which is has been replaced. There used to be a ceiling fan combo in here. That's an LED fixture. There's actually a clearance. There's actually a clearance fluorescent fixture. I bought it. It was reasonable enough, and I just put LED bulbs in it, and it works great. So that was a single switch. What I did is I replaced it with a 2-gang box, added another switch, and actually 2 more circuits in here. One circuit takes care of the outlets here and the cabinet lighting. So what I did was I put these receptacles inside the cabinets, and what they do is they're controlled by that switch, and those are just some wall wart transformers there, and or power supplies I should say. It's a regulated DC power supply. They operate the LED lights that I've installed above and below the cabinets. So if you kind of take a look here underneath, you can see it's a great product. Again, I'll do a video on this and I'll tell you where I got them from and kind of the process. But so what I did was I installed outlet there, controlled by the switch, ran down into the basement, came back up, and set another outlet here. So when you flip that switch, you get your upper and lower LED lights. Really makes the cabinets look nice. Anyways, that all came out really nice. What I wanted to show here was, I finished, tied everything into the panel, and I had one outlet that did not work. It was this one. So nothing, no action, no green light on the GFI, no power. So pulled it apart. I just want to show what I did here, and something that you can easily do. The top set of terminals on here are what's called the load side of the GFCI, and then the bottom terminals are the line side. When I hooked this up, in my haste or whatever happened, I wasn't paying attention maybe, but I hooked up the incoming power to the load side of the GFCI, and then tied the outlet next to it into the line side of the GFCI. So the bottom line is, when you do that, it doesn't work. It just there's no power on it whatsoever. And of course the outlet that's tagged on it doesn't work. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead. I've already got the breaker off. I've tested with my fluke meter there. I've got no power. So I'm going to just take this apart, switch the wires. I'm going to take the top set, black and white, put them on the bottom, and vice versa. Okay, so we switched the terminals, put the line side where it needed to be, the outlet on the right, wired to the load side, and now everything is working properly. So we've got the GFCI set and it's working. So you see down here in our fluke, 122, 123 volts. Oh, we just got the furnace coming on, so you saw a little surge there. But yeah, so like I say, pay attention with the GFCIs. I got them backwards, and when they're backwards, nothing works. And also, this is just another good example too, when you're putting in outlets. And I'm a believer in this, in that, why not put in a quadruplex outlet whenever you can, especially in a kitchen area. Keeps you from having to use power strips, things like that. Everybody's got phone chargers and all that, so it's like you can never have too many outlets, it seems like. But the GFCIs are pretty expensive when you buy them, and then you can just use that load side and just use a regular recep next to it. So for about a third of the cost. So definitely pays to use that load side. Now I could have just set a GFCI over here and then put a bunch of the regular ones on the load side, but I kind of like to have them independent too, just because if it trips, I don't want the whole thing going out, just the one quadruplex outlet. But that's the story on that. So little reverse wiring, line versus load side on a GFCI, and had to take it apart, flip it correct, and it's fixed. Thank you for watching.